Hello students, welcome to the online tutorial session. Today we will finish the next part of this chapter number 6. Hopefully this is the final class for finishing this chapter. Okay, today we will start from the chatting part. Okay, so first we have to understand what is chat, then chatting, and then few details about it. So what is chat? Chat may refers to any kind of a communication over the internet that offers a real-time transmission of the text from the receiver to sender end. So, or you can say it is a process of communicating, interacting, or exchanging message over the internet. Okay. So it is a real-time communication. Okay, between more than one user in the network. So this is what is chat. Then what is actually chatting? Online programs called chat programs were developed in the late 80s to help the communication between people. Working on the similar project in different research organizations, this program is allow users to send and receive text-based message. Not only receiving, chatting is text-based. Okay, so there is a different type of chatting services are there, or you can say type, that is instant messaging. Okay, that is IM. So IM, or you can say in direct chat also. This type of service, that is Google Talk, allows two person to chat when both of them are online. Okay, so this is the example. Another is that is instant relay chat. Okay, so this is IRC. This chat is begun in 1988 and allowed thousands of internet users to participate in the real-time text-based chat by typing commands. Okay, so example is Microsoft Chat. Okay, another one is the web-based chat. Okay, so this type of chat services is accessed through the web browser. Okay, here the user do not have to remember the commands to work on the graphical interface. They send receive message. Okay, Yahoo chat site is a very good example of the web-based chat. Okay, so what are actually the advantages of this chat? So using chat, a real-time interaction session can be established between the user. Using chat, different types of data like text, voice, files, even URLs can be sent. It is a cheap mode of instant communication. Okay. Now coming to the topic that is very interesting one, very popular among the youngster, not only among the youngster. Okay, so that is social networking. Okay, it's a very important topic nowadays. Okay, a social networking service is an online service used to interact over the internet. It helps in building the social network among the people by allowing the user to share their ideas, activities, events, and interests. Okay, so how we are doing? What are the companies or software companies are using? Facebook.com, MySpace.com, Orkut, Twitter, okay, YouTube. Okay, so these are actually, you can say, the examples of the social networking sites. So you just see the percentage. Okay, I'm using another color now, otherwise you are not able to understand. This one, please. That 50 any social networking site, okay, 50 to 56% is there. Facebook, 58 to 56% are using. Okay, LinkedIn are using mostly by the 14%, Twitter is by 11%, and Google Plus is by 9%. So Facebook and other social networking are having 50-50, that is 58 to 56. So look at the amount of the people are using social networking sites. So what are actually the advantage of using this one? So communication with old friends. So social network can be from between ex-students of an educational institute or school, college. Okay, or you can distance relatives also. Education purpose, that such a network can be used as a communication tool by the teacher and the student to answer the query, discuss the topic taught in the class. Okay. Number three is advertising. Organization can create their profile, advertise their product and services through them. Number four, the business social network can be maintained between the different business partners also. Enhancing the job opportunity. So student can use the surface network for with a professional for internship, job opportunity. Many of them, I mean, huge number of people are working in the social networking sites like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Okay, so it is also give you not only give you the entertainment also, but give you the job perspectives as well. Okay, so there is a social effect also there. Social effect means that through this you are in a Facebook, you can see the donate blood option is there, so it will create a community of the blood donor also, that whenever there is a scarcity of a blood, they if you are having similar kind of a blood group, then they will give you the notification that nearby this ones need a blood, so if you can give them, so it is a very good thing. So financial support through the Facebook, people are raising funds. In Amphan also people are raising funds through this Facebook. Okay, so Twitter also. So it is a very good. It is also give us or also help us in the social way also. So now it's coming to the disadvantage part. So as many number of people are using, it will give you the adverse effect also. So what are the adverse effect? That is the discuss the personal information. So actually you are unknowingly doing this, and people are actually unknowing when you accept the cookies, okay, from these sites. So unknowingly you are actually giving your information to this particular site. So in few earlier in like one year or 1.5 years ago, there is a news that Facebook is selling the information, okay, user information like that. So this kind of a things is happening. So you have to be very careful in this case. Okay, so many people are, I have completely one a new one example that is a crime event. Actually, I'm sharing that the person actually leaves the house and gone for a trip. Okay, he mentioned everything that moving over here and going for vacation and all, and everything he posted, and some of them are actually maybe the person who actually do this crime, it is maybe known that particular person, he knows that he gone for a trip, the house is left alone, nobody is there, and that point of time thief came and taken all the things. So the police investigated it, and after that, when actually they caught that person, and in an interrogation they will come to know that from the Facebook he know come to know that this person will be not there for few days. Then they have planned it and they have done this thing. So be careful while you are sharing your personal information on this kind of a networking sites. Okay, next one is a virus threat, that user of these services also need to be aware of the virus attacks. Emotional abuse is, okay, this is actually a very good one to discuss, that many people are using the fake profiles, sending the fake request to the person. They are actually sending the messages. Okay, so actually they are interacting more, and at point of time in an emotional level they are connected, and after that it will reveal that he is not a boy, he is a girl, or he is not a girl, he is a boy. So this kind of a things is happening. So it actually destroy the mental health of a person. Okay, so the person get depressed or something. So this is actually a very bad thing. So emotional abuse also done. Okay, and many cases reported, many rape cases also are reported nowadays, that they are being a friend on a Facebook or something, they call that person, call that girl, and gang rapes and everything is happening. So it is a emotional abuse also. So be aware of this. Don't try to talk. If you know that person, then accept the request. Otherwise, go through the profile and everything, judge. Don't share and don't trust. Okay. Now is invention of the privacy. This site often contain a great deal of data that can be difficult to obtain using traditional ways. Using data for other use can be the invention of the privacy also. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Okay, so it can through the Facebook it can steal your private information like banking information and everything. So be very careful doing this, and people are more spending time on the social networking site. So what will happen, your education area also getting hampered due to this. Okay, now coming to the e-sites. Okay, so there are many e-sites are there. So today in this session we will discuss about only the e-commerce. There are many e-sites are there. Just one or two line I will describe them one, but very important is e-commerce. Okay, so what is actually e-commerce? E-commerce deal with the purchasing of various goods through the internet using the secure protocol and electronic payment services. So Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra, Shopclose and all. You are very much aware of this things. So Grofers also there, Spencer's also there. So you are aware of this. So this is actually the example of the e-commerce. Okay, so most electronic commerce involve the online buying, selling of a physical items or some way. So depending upon the type of a business is conducted over the internet, there are the different types. That is B2B, that is a business to business. Okay, so it is communications happening between business to business. See, in the Flipkart, some sellers are there. So sellers also having business, Flipkart also having business, but they are communicating, they are selling and buying the product. So that is an example of B2B. Now it is business to consumer one. Business to consumer one, Amazon, Flipkart that you are in. From the Flipkart you are purchasing the things. So it is an example of a business to consumer. Okay, business to government also there. Government are selling some things to the user also. It is there. Okay. Now consumer to consumer also there. So you are having a that I am forgetting. I'm forgetting that. You have to give advertisement of a product if you want to sell. I'm not remembering the site name that you can buy and sell if you post the ad of your product. So this kind of example is there. Government to consumer, Khadi is there. They are selling the products. Okay, government to business is also there. So government to business agencies, the government is selling some product to business agency. So these are the three, and how it is processing. You are the purchaser. You are opening the particular site. You are actually keep your desired one in a cart, and then from the cart you are paying your Visa payment, to bank payment, or in the UPI mode. You are giving them payment. They are actually receiving your order. From the warehouse they are picking up the order, then nearby places they are dropping it, and then from the courier, and then it is sending. So in this way e-commerce work is going on. Another one is there, another e-businesses are there, that is e-learning and the virtual classroom, that is actually going on. Okay, next e-banking is there, internet banking is also there, e-reservation, that is online booking of air tickets and railways also there. Okay, now coming to the part of the internet security. Okay, so it is very important. Actually we are in a network, so that's why we need to be more secure. Okay, so what gives us actually this security? Okay, so firewalls give us this security. Okay, a network should be secure from both inside and outside attack. A person from or within an organization may not be fully trustworthy and can leak the important or confidential company information. So we have to take care of this security. So firewall, what is firewall? A network firewall is a system, or again it is disturbing me. A system of a group of systems used to control the access between two networks, a trusted network and untrusted network, using the pre-conference rule. Okay, so one is a private network is there and another public network is there. In between them, a protection layer or wall, like we're saying, is there. So firewall is a device that provides a secure connectivity between the internal and external network. It is used to implement and enforce a security policy for communication between networks. Next, a firewall may be a hardware, software, or a combination of both, to use to unauthorized programs or integrate the user from accessing the private networks or single computers. Okay, so why do we actually need a firewall? To protect the confidential information from those who do not explicitly need to access it, and to protect our network and its resources for the malicious user and accident that originated outside our network. So what type of a firewall we have? We have a hardware firewall and a software firewall. Okay, so what type of a firewall technique we are using? We are using packet filters, application gateway, circuit level gateway, and bus station host. Okay, so what are actually the advantage of using these firewalls? So block space specific website access. What it means, a network administration can block the access to a specific website. Now generally it is happening that when we are using, actually we are in a college, when we are doing the lab, so in that lab particularly, that is Flipkart, Amazon, this kind of a site is blocked. Okay, so it can happen, actually, if it not get misused by some, network is not get misused, information not get misused, that's why few sites can be blocked. Okay, now, content filtering. A firewall can do packet filtering to block a particular site based on its content. So what content is getting, they have to scan the content, and then it is actually from outside world to inside, they are giving the permission. Restricted access to the internal network. Unwanted access to the internal network from some specific site can be blocked, controlling the IP address of the sites. Now number 4, that is the protection from the insecure services. A firewall can be used to deny a certain unsafe services like network file services, NFS, and availing the network. Okay. Now what are actually the disadvantage of this? So selective access not possible, since the firewall is placed at an entire point to the network. If a particular URL is blocked, it gets blocked globally for all the user in the network. For a one person it cannot be blocked. For all you have to block. That is a disadvantage. Number 2, restriction of desirable services. A firewall may block a service that the user desperately need to access. Most commonly, services like Telnet, FTP, NSP may be get blocked. Okay, so now what are actually the hardware firewall and software firewall? So hardware, it is a physical device. It can be installed between the modem and computer, and it can be incorporated into a broadband router being used to share the internet connection, and protects the entire. Okay, more expensive one, Cisco PX NetScreen, actually the example of a hardware firewall. Next is the software firewall. It is a software application. It is installed on the computer system that you wish to protect. Next is protects a single computer. Okay, and it is usually the computer with a modem attached to it. Okay. No-turn internet security, MAC-free internet security, many are there. Okay, advantage and disadvantage I have already explained. Many also points are there. That is, advantage is low cost is there, easy to install, high speed is there. Okay, packet filtering is pretty much difficult in this particular case. Okay. Now coming to the another threat to a network, that is a computer virus. Okay, so a computer virus is basically a program that is made to cause any unwanted harmful events in a computer. So it is usually disguised as something else so that the user do not recognize it as a virus. Okay, so what it will do, actually more thing, it can have this, it can design in a such a way that it can replicate itself so that it can spread to other drives on the computer. Okay, so what will they do? It will can erase your data, change the program files, change the system file, causes the server damage to the operating system file. This can be done by the computer viruses. So how many type of viruses we have? There is a file infector virus. This is the oldest form of virus. This attach themselves with the program files and launch themselves when someone launches this particular program. Okay. So then is microvirus. Microviruses are usually associated with the office document and launch themselves when the document file to which they are attached is open. Okay, that is using the PDF and Word document with this. Now boot sector virus. The boot sector virus places its code in the boot sector of a master boot record of a hard drive. So during startup, when the computer executes the instruction from the boot sector file, the virus launch itself. Okay, it stays in the memory and it can hamper the basic operation. Okay. A number was a Trojan virus. Trojan is usually program disguises itself in a normal helpful program, but in fact is a virus. It is not always easy to remove the damaged one by the Trojan. In pen drive generally we are finding this kind of a viruses. Okay. Next is worms. These are the virus program designed to infect the network such as internet. They are travel from one network computer to another, and in this process they replicate themselves along the way. The worms are usually comes from the emails attachment. Okay, so if a virus is there, we need to protect our network or internet. So we have an antivirus. Okay, so antivirus are used to detect remove the virus program from the computer. To disinfect a file attached by the virus or to isolate such file so that it cannot cause any further damage. So this is actually what antivirus is. There are different type of antivirus are there. That is a firewall software analyze the incoming and outgoing data packets on the network. That is all the information sent and the received through the computer network communication. Number 2, that is network layer firewalls are called packet filters. These firewalls are simplest of firewalls and only allow the information packet passed to the firewall if the packet matches to the specified set of rules. Now proxy servers act as a firewall in that they are impact incoming packets for specific application and block all others. Okay. And number 4, that is application layer firewalls. These firewalls inspect all the packets for a specific protocol such as FTP and browser traffic. So you are able to see the antivirus programs is available, okay, in the market. Now coming to the practical one part. Also from the theory, question will come from theory as well. That is the hypertext markup language. Okay, so HTML stands for hypertext markup language. HTML is actually a formatting language used to create the document containing hypertext for the World Wide Web. It is actually developed in the early 1990s by the Tim Berners-Lee. Actually, what is actually the function? A web page written in the HTML gives a general guidelines on how to present a given web document. Okay, structure from this example you are able to see the structure. First the HTML tag is there, then head tag, then title tag, again head tag is closed, then body tag is there, heading tag is there, paragraph tag is there. Okay, so what is one more thing, that is if you want to save a HTML file, so we have to put a extension, that is extension is .html, okay, or .htm, okay, you can give. Okay, so I'm talking about this tag, that HTML tag header. What is tag? In its the simplest form of HTML document is made up of element called tag. They are generally used to format these documents. Okay, so this is actually present what is called tag, which is present in the angular brackets. So HTML have two type of tags. One is container tag and another one is the empty tag. Okay, so container tag contains in pair, that is like HTML like head. It is also a opening tag is there and also slash head is written. It means it is a closing tag. So the tag which is having both opening and closing tag is known as the container tag. And another one, the tag which is only having a single tag, that is called only opening tag, that is called it as a empty tag. The example of a empty tag is a BR tag. Here I am not given the example of a BR tag. And rest part of a HTML tutorial you will find it as a practical session. I will upload the HTML part in a practical basis. Practical matter how to do it and what are the tags, what are the uses. Okay, how to do in a practical session. I will discuss the rest part. Okay. Thank you, student. I am ending my lecture over here.